Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to Kickstarter Lookback. This is where I take a look at different projects that we've backed in Kickstarter over the years and tell you what I think about them now, if I've ever gotten them. So here we go, we're going to take a look at 12 each week, and let's get started here with Night Parade. So Night Parade of 100 yokai has come in. Now the selling point here is, look at all these painted meeples, and they really do look great. They're really pretty, and I got even more of them than I needed. I think I got a couple extra sets for no reason at all. This is a modular board type game where you're going around area controlled here, and you're buying these different cards that are going to give you special abilities. You start with some basic ones, and then you're just basically move around the map. Take out other people, control different areas. A little bit of an engine building style game, and it works. It's not amazing, but it's a nice, solid, light game, and the cute factor of it looks really, really good. So definitely one that's worth your while to check out. Then we have the 7th Citadel. Well, this one you would have heard about had it been out by now. This is the sequel to 7th Continent, and this one looks very similar in many ways, except this one definitely looks even more fantasy-esque than the first one. And we're still waiting. I looked at the update here, and they're saying later, November this year. It's supposed to come out of May last year, but these games are big. I'm kind of willing to wait on this one because I know they did a good job on the last one. I really enjoyed it. It's dropped a bit for me as time goes by, but I think they're also going to... They probably have learned a lot from the last one to make this one even more interesting. Well, we'll see. Either way, I'm definitely going to give it a play. Just looking at those maps makes me happy. Outsmarted. This is trash. I was outsmarted by the publishers. This is a trivia style game where you roll a die and then you basically pick an app, a question on the app. And the questions are fine. The app is okay. But the moving around on the board is just terrible. I don't even know why I backed this, to be honest. I think I got excited about the questions and the app and everything. It's just not that good. The app's not even that big. It must have done decently, though. They're getting people to buy it because I keep seeing ads for it on Facebook and stuff, even more now that I'm talking about it. Lucky Luau. Now, this one's driving me nuts because this was apparently delivered a long time ago, but I don't remember it. I don't remember getting it. So I went to look to see if anyone at Dice Towers reviewed it. I couldn't find a review. Maybe someone did get it and reviewed it, or it got passed on. It looks like a nice little game of, putting out cards. The artwork is real pretty. So, oh well, maybe I'll hunt one down and find it at some point. But it looks nice. Dinosaur World and Dinosaur Island, Roar and Right. So Dinosaur World, big giant game here with there was like 3 expansions full of different dinosaurs. So Dinosaur World is to Jurassic World as Dinosaur Island was to Jurassic Park. It works well. It is too big of a table hog for sure. That's actually keeps me from bringing out more than I'd want to just because it takes up so much room. But it's a good game. This one you actually build your park and then you drive tours through your park and hopefully no one gets eaten by dinosaurs as they're driving through the park. Yeah, the fact that they call these Jeeples still really bothers me. They should never have done that. But all these dinosaurs, the whole thing, especially the grandiose productions, if Pandasaurus does a nice production of a game, it's fantastic. And this plays very well. Roar and Right, I never did get that one to the table, but other people here at Dice Tower played that one. And I think they said it was fine, but I don't remember. You'll have to check the review. Dungeon Fighter. Oh, what a good game this one is. I like Dungeon Fighter. And here's Dungeon Fighter with all the expansions, and they released it in one nice big box with all kinds of cool pieces. Dungeon Fighter is a silly game in which it's a cooperative game, dungeon crawl, but you are bouncing dice onto a target. And this comes with, look at this stuff, a cup, a gate, a wind ramp, a wall of thorns, ooze cards. And you know what? You use all this stuff. It's ridiculous. And I'm amused by it. I like it. It's silly. I don't take this game too seriously. And there's so much extra stuff. And the extra stuff is so easy to just throw in the game. So I like it a lot. I was very happy with this box here. Frostpunk. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to talk a lot about this game, but we just played it live in the 24-hour marathon. I didn't. The other folks did. And I know Z and Camilla in particular really enjoy this one. The production quality is just fantastic. I was very impressed with that. I don't know anything about the game that this is based on, but I do know that this tower defense, there's some really good theming and stuff involved in there. Maybe good theming, strong theming. I hear some weird and odd things happen over the course of the game, but it looks fun. I'm pretty impressed with everything about it, and like I said, we just played it in our live marathon last week, so check it out. Nova Aetas Renaissance. This one, $1 million Kickstarter, has not yet been delivered. As this is kind of an odd one because this looks like a different one. There's lots of miniatures, but it looks almost, it's like a smaller tactical one. I don't know how I feel about this one. I know that I backed it not because I thought it looked fantastic, but because I think it's going to be a decent sized. These guys did Black Rose Wars, same guys. So I think a lot of people are going to be interested in us taking a look at this one, but I don't know. Nothing here is really drawing me to it. Tons of cards, tons of stuff, big, grandiose, blah, 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 blah. But I'm hoping that the game itself isn't so complex. So, looking forward to trying it out whenever we get it. Townsfolk Tussle. Oh, I'm so pleased about this one. Townsfolk Tussle, the artwork, silly, nonsensical, and yet also gruesome. Definitely a Cuphead vibe to this. This is a boss battler game, a simpler one than most. Now, it's a little longer than it should be, although in their latest expansion, they offered some rules to drop it, I think, by 25% of the game, which I think is perfect. These miniatures look fantastic. My daughter painted them, and they just look fantastic and grotesque. This frog, that milk is yellow. But the theme of this game is fun. Now, there's some problems with the game. I wish it was there's a lot of luck involved with the game. But I do think what they did here, they put out a solid, fantastic product. And you can tell this because their follow-up, the expansion, did really, really well. So, good on them. Kabuto Sumo from Board Game Tables will now all play. This one here, so this one is a game that I personally am like, it's okay for me. But you got to realize, folks, I am in a vast majority. Everybody loves this game. This one I know does really for at conventions. You're just pushing discs on, trying to knock off the sumo player of the other. And this here, there's the little beetles and all. But I'm telling you, they added so much extra stuff. And this is the stuff where all these different shapes that you put on. And this stuff, from what I understand, makes the game much, much better. And people have a blast playing this one. I would not be surprised to see. By the way, I love the fact that look at that, falls out of the picture. What a clever idea. Anyway, very simple game. All Play makes very simple games. This one's easy to get table. And if you like pushing the discs on, knocking stuff off, you're going to love this game. Veiled Freight from IV Studios. Oh, I remember this one. We played this one live, I believe, on the Dice Tower. I just played this one a couple months ago. We played it at IV Studios with Z for the first time. And I played it with teams, which I had not done before. And the team part really works well. Trying to figure out who's on what teams. Moving this around. The closest thing I can compare this to is a more Euro-style Cosmic Encounter. But it has a really classy look to it. It's really neat how the whole thing looks, and you're maneuvering stuff around and outplaying the other people. It's not overly long. I really think the whole thing just works really well. This is a game that's not getting a lot of talk about now that it's been published, but I think it's worth checking out, especially if you like negotiation. And finally, we have Kokopelli. This is from Queen Games, and this is some sort of theme here, but you are getting these cards, these ceremonies, and you don't use them in all of them, and it all is about when you do stuff, other people also get to do it. I gotta be honest, folks, I really, really disliked this game. I thought I would like it more. I thought the artwork looked neat, and getting these different bonus actions and opening ceremonies, and you extend one, and it's very, very mechanical. I felt like other people, the way the board wrapped and everything, it just didn't appeal to me at all. Some people enjoy this one, but I was not impressed with it. Like, you have a special ability, but as soon as you complete the ceremony, that special ability is gone. Like, oh, okay, but I don't know. Just, it felt like a little bit of a mess to me. But it also feels overpriced for 55 euros. But nah, who knows? Other people enjoy it. Anyhow, there you go, folks. That is a bunch of Kickstarters that we took a look at. So maybe you love some of these. Maybe you're waiting for some. Which one of these has excited you? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, though, I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching Kickstarter Lookback on the Dice Tower.